I heard from Dad. Congrats on your marriage. You guys got the marriage license today, right? Thanks, Stacy. We just got back from the city hall. We're officially a family now. I baked a cake for today, so the three of us should eat it tonight. Huh? Why would I eat cake with you? I'll eat it in my room, so just bring it up. I'm not eating at the same table as a housemaid. What? You finally got a maid, huh? It took longer than expected. Stacy, when you say housemaid, are you referring to me? Who else would I be talking about? You married my dad, which means you are now my personal maid. I'm not a maid. I'm your new mother. We're gonna live together as a family. Why would you do something so hurtful and call me a housemaid? What's so hurtful about that? I have never considered you as a mother since the start. You're nothing but a housemaid in my eyes. Huh? Starting next year, I'll be focusing on getting into college. I really want to put all of my focus into studying. But if I was alone with just Dad, I would have had to focus on cleaning and stuff as well. Plus, getting a good tutor would be tough on Dad, so getting a maid who also has money really helps out. And so you're trying to say that I'm that person. You were really supportive of our marriage, but that was your end goal. Yes, exactly that. Thanks for marrying my dad so quickly and for becoming my personal maid. What? Oh, come on, don't be like that. Every mother is practically a housemaid in their family, so that's why you can just stay quiet and do your job as a maid. Just don't act like an actual mother with me. Remember, you're nothing more than just a housemaid. You're only here to take care of the house and give us money. Hey Ashley, there wasn't enough money for my tutoring fee, so I just took $500 from your wallet. Hang on, I gave you money for that last week. Oh, did you? Well then I guess I'll just keep this as my allowance for this month. I gave that to you as well. Give me that money back. And stop taking money from my wallet like that. Shut up! Jeez. I already used up my allowance, so it can't be helped. If you don't want me to take money from your wallet, then increase my allowance. I give you $200 a month. If that's not enough, then you really need to think about how you're spending your money. Huh? Are you trying to lecture me even though you're just a housemaid? Have you forgotten that I told you not to do that? Anyways, after my tutoring session, I'll be studying with some friends at a restaurant, okay? I'll probably be back at 10. As always, don't get in the bath until after I do. Hey now, why is it always I have to be the last one to bathe? I want to take a bath after I get home from work. Why would a maid be allowed to bathe first? Until Dad and I finish, you're not allowed. Stop this right now. When are you gonna acknowledge me as a family member? I've been so patient with thinking that you'd open your heart to me, but you've only gotten worse with your behavior towards me. I can't stand this for much longer. Ha! That's your fault. You were the one who decided to go through that turmoil for no reason. I have no intention of seeing you as anything other than a housemaid. How horrible. You should just hurry up and accept that you're nothing more than a housemaid. A housemaid shouldn't complain when they have money taken from their wallet. They should be last to bathe. And won't eat dinner at the same table as I do. You need to live the life of a maid and get used to it. I see. I really did try my best to get along with you. I see these 3 months were nothing to you. If you're not happy, then maybe you should just leave. You can get a divorce and leave this house. What? Ha! Just kidding. You could never do something like that. I mean, you finally got married, plus Dad is pretty good looking, so I guess you don't want to leave him. You couldn't get anybody else's attention, so you went for a man with a child already, right? You're kidding, right? Is that how you've thought of me this entire time? That's literally the only thought I have about you, besides being a housemaid. A hag like you would never want to get a divorce from a handsome man like my dad. So if that's the case, then stop complaining. Be a good housemaid for me, okay? Jackson, I'm at my limit with Stacy. Could you do something about her?
What's wrong, Ashley? Stacy is just a high schooler who's in a little rebellious stage. She'll warm up to you eventually.
I thought so as well, but I can't do this anymore. Plus, Stacy already told me herself that she has no thoughts about changing her behavior towards me.
Wait, really?
I don't think I can live together as a family. Recently, the idea of divorce has been frequenting my mind.
What?
So, could you try to do something about this situation with her? I won't make a fuss about being on friendly terms with her, but I want to live here normally and not be treated as a housemaid. So please, help out.
Even if you ask me to do something, I feel like I would just be making things worse if I intervened. I think it's best for you guys to sort this out.
Even though your wife is telling you that she's had enough, you still refuse to do anything? Even though it's getting to the point of divorce?
Then divorce me. We just got together, but whatever.
Huh?
I'll go get the divorce papers soon.
Hang on. You're just gonna accept that? You're okay with getting a divorce?
Yeah, I'm fine with it. If we get divorced, I'll just find another woman to marry.
Are you serious? You're not willing to help out a wife in need of help? You're just cruel for flat out agreeing to a divorce.
Well, yeah, but I don't feel like dealing with this stuff. A man should never stick his nose into a fight between women. Duh.
Fine. So that's how it is then. You could just pretend that I'm not being treated as a maid and help out when I'm in need. There's no point in staying together then.
Just make sure you have the property distribution done correctly, okay?
Uh-huh.
You make more money than I do on a yearly basis. Man, it's nice to marry a girl who works hard.
Wait, you only married me for money? That's what it sounds like to me.
Of course, your personality was part of the reason, but the money was the bigger reason.
What?
Anyway, I'll go get the papers. I'll already have my name signed, so just sign yours when you really want to get a divorce.
Could you leave now? You're no longer needed in this house. Huh? I just saw Dad walking with a super pretty lady earlier. They were eating dinner together too. There's no way that's not a date. What did you just say? From afar, it kinda looked like Mom. I guess Dad really has a type, which is the complete opposite of you. How cruel. I thought it was suspicious that he easily agreed to getting a divorce. I see why now. He already had somebody else. What? You guys already talked about getting a divorce? That's so funny. Well, if that's the case, then hurry up and leave already. You're no longer needed here. You're almost done moving out yet, Hag? I was just about to leave. Freedom at last! For a housemaid, you were pretty annoying to say the least. Gosh, it was hard to breathe with you around. In the end, you still call me a housemaid. Well, as your mother, I'll say this. Karma's gonna get you. What goes around must come back around, and you'll soon get your due. You're not even my mother and you're still trying to lecture me? Just shut up and get out of here.
Hey Ashley, what are you doing divorcing me all of a sudden? Why'd you leave?
Huh? You were the one who said I could, so I took your word for it and signed the papers. So go ahead and enjoy your life with that woman who you were with earlier.
What?
Stacy told me everything already. You were happily enjoying your date with the really pretty lady. Not to mention, she looks kinda like your ex-wife. You only agreed to divorce me that easily because you have her, right?
Well, you see, what had happened is...
I'm so over both of you and your daughter. Enjoy your life with that lady.
That's impossible. She isn't someone who looks like my ex-wife. She is my ex-wife. She just rejected me.
Huh?
At first, I thought it was someone who looked like her as well. The cafe I've been going to recently has an employee who looks like my ex-wife, so I traded numbers with her and started texting every day. We went out on a date today, and that was when I realized that it was actually my ex.
Are you serious? You couldn't tell until the date? That's your ex-wife though.
She had a different hairstyle and wore a mask when she was working. I really couldn't tell it was her, even though she recognized me immediately.
What?
She apparently heard from someone that I got remarried and decided to accept going out with me on purpose. She called me out for still being a cheater. The worst date ever.
Wait, let me get this straight. You guys got a divorce because she cheated on you, right? Yet she called you out for being unfaithful? This isn't adding up at all.
I'm sorry. I was lying about that. It's actually the other way around. I was extremely unfaithful throughout my previous marriage. She got sick of it and left me.
What?
Stacy was on my side and coldly told her mother that she's being too dramatic over something like cheating. She caused my ex-wife to leave the both of us.
Wait, so you guys have been playing with me the entire time, hiding the real reason for your divorce and setting me up as the maid from the start? Even going as far to go for my money as well? You both are horrible people.
Please, Ashley, rethink the divorce. I'll be sure to tell Stace to knock it off with the housemaid stuff.
Don't be ridiculous. Just because your potential next wife plan failed doesn't mean you should be acting like this. You divorce me but get my money. Get back together with your pre-ex-wife. All that went down the drain, it must stuck for you. Thanks for leaving so fast. Now, we just wait for my dad to marry that mom lookalike. I'm not worried though. Dad will easily get married again. He's way too handsome not to. Your handsome father just got rejected, so you guys are back to the life with just the two of you. Wait, he got rejected? Turns out that she was actually your mother, and your father didn't notice and got rejected. You're lying. I don't believe you. Ask your dad for more details about it. Our divorce got approved, so I'm no longer your mother. I never want to go near a father and their child who would hide the real reason they got divorced in the first place. Ugh! So you ended up finding out, huh? I'm not even mad at you both. I'm just so over it. Never show your faces ever again. Bye. Why would I? Dad will find another person easily. You can just leave your money and go. I'm expecting a lot of money from you. Huh? You got a divorce, so you're gonna have to pay for it. Even though you were just the housemaid, you were written as my mother, so of course, you're gonna have to pay for childcare. Dad told me that you have a lot of money despite your age, but thanks to property distribution, half of that is going to us. Like father, like daughter, huh? I have no need to pay for childcare and don't plan on paying much for property distribution either. My assets don't count within that marriage. Wait, really? I don't know if you're really smart or really dumb, honestly. You guys both don't know anything about that stuff, and yet try to play me like a con artist. What do you mean it's not covered? Even if you guys were married for a few months, that should count for something. That's just how it is. Assets before marriage don't count at all. Property distribution only counts towards those few months I was married to your father as well. What? Plus, while we did get our marriage license, I never claimed you as my child, so I have no need to pay for childcare. That's all you get from me after this. So we won't get any money from the divorce? Yep, you're practically getting nothing. If anything, you're probably gonna have to leave that house as well. Huh? We all moved to that house as a family, right? I pay for every single month of rent for that house, so your father is supposed to be paying me. Although, I think the price is a bit too high for him. I mean, the rent is $3,000 a month, which is impossible for a person who makes less than me to pay for. $3,000 a month? That house is that expensive? It's a really good area, which is an easy amount for someone like me to get paid $20,000 a year. I think your father is gonna struggle a bit on this one. Wait. You were making that much money? Yep. So for a hag like me, I have so much money saved. That can't be true. I heard you were making a decent amount, but not this much. You're practically rich. I'll be going back to living a peaceful, rich, and single life without rude daughters and unfaithful husbands. Hang on, Ashley. I have a feeling we're gonna be able to get along really well. Even if we aren't bound by blood, I think we really can be a family. Uh-huh. So come back, Ashley. Everything I was doing before was just me being rebellious, but that's all done now. I'll get along with you. Wow, you suck at acting. Well, even if it wasn't, you're too late anyways. Have fun with your dad. Goodbye. After not being able to afford rent, I heard that they moved to a rundown apartment. Jackson started looking for a wife again. But even for a good-looking man, having 2 strikes on a marriage is a bit suspicious. After not getting attention from anybody, he probably got really annoyed, leading him to be more aggravated towards Stacy. Apparently, they don't even eat dinner together anymore. Since being forced to handle all the chores, Stacy finally started to regret her previous actions. She sincerely apologized to me over text about everything, although I completely ignored it. Hopefully this will help her grow even more as a person.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.
Hey Alice, it's been a while. Would you happen to be free tomorrow night? If you are, want to go eat dinner with me?
What?
It's been a while since we last saw each other and I kind of want to see you again. We could go eat at a nice steakhouse. Or maybe you'd prefer some sushi.
Why would I even agree to eat dinner with you? You must be really bored to invite the ex-girlfriend you canceled marrying.
Are you still mad about that?
I will continue to hate you for as long as I live. I get proposed to only to discover I've been cheated on by none other than my best friend. You moved on to start a relationship with Lisa and have the nerve to invite me for dinner plans? How much further are you gonna mess with me?
I'm not trying to do anything like that, I swear. Besides, me and Lisa aren't even married. If anything, I'm thinking of cancelling that wedding too.
What? I thought you guys got married after you left me.
That was the plan, but a few issues came up that's making it pretty hard. I mean, my parents aren't really approving of the relationship. It's a bit awkward to tell my friends that I cancelled a wedding and ran away to be with that person's best friend. So I was going to wait until the timing was right and then marry her.
Yeah, but it's been 3 years already. I'd say it's been long enough wait for you guys.
Which is what I thought as well. So I was preparing as well, but Lisa has been acting a bit off recently. It's just a theory, but it's almost like she found a different man.
You're kidding.
Look, it's just a theory, but I'm convinced she's cheating. She likely got tired of me and started putting all her focus on a different man.
Getting cheated on by the woman you cheated with? That woman is never gonna change. But it seems like you got the karma you deserve.
I can't even say anything to defend myself there. I'd confront Lisa about the whole cheating thing, but I don't have any other proof. Pretty sure our relationship will be over soon anyways. But it was at the point of all those thoughts that you came to mind, Alice.
Huh?
After getting cheated on as well, I finally understand how you felt back then. How much it hurt you. And how important you were and still are to me. It's in bad taste, I'm aware, but I was wondering if you'd like to start dating again. with the purpose of eventually getting married. This time I promise, no break in your heart. I'll always keep you happy.
Stop trying to pretend that everything's alright, you idiot. Finally realize how great I was to you? Promise to keep me happy if I go out with you again? You're only saying all of this because you're about to be replaced and are so desperately hoping to find someone to cling on to. I'm not really fond of picking up someone's leftovers.
Calm down, please. I know that it might seem that way, but I truly do love you still, so please think about the positives of this. I mean, you're going to be turning 30 soon. Probably want to get married already, right? Since we both don't have anybody, we should get married with each other.
I already am married though.
What?
I got married a while ago. A year after you left me, in fact. I married a friend of a friend.
What? You can't be serious. You moved on and got married already. Not to mention a year after we parted.
Exactly. So if you could do me a favor and never contact me again, that would be great. I am happily married to the love of my life. Long time no see. I was happy to see you today. Glad to see you're doing great. I didn't even want to see you today. I heard that you were going to be absent, which is why I decided to go. But unfortunately, you were there, and that ruined the entire excitement I had towards the party. I actually wasn't planning on going, but then I heard you were going to attend, so I decided to go as well. I really wanted to see you again. Huh? Me? But you wouldn't even look my way the entire time. I had something really important to talk to you about, and yet you managed to avoid me entirely. The news would have definitely made you happy. How unfortunate. I don't even want to talk to you in the slightest. Even now, I'm barely just tolerating messaging you. So, what did you desperately want to tell me? It's why you went as far to text me, right? Well, you see, I was planning on giving Liam back to you. So you can go ahead and go right back to the wedding plans you guys made all those years ago. What did you just say? Even though I couldn't speak to you at the party, I did manage to sneak a look at your hand. You had no ring on your finger, which means you're still single, right? I mean, it's you we're talking about. I figured you would take him back. What? This has to be wonderful news for you, to be able to get back to your precious Liam. I, on the other hand, am getting married to a different man, so you have fun with Liam, okay? Hang on, Lisa. Marry another man? You were seeing somebody else? Liam doesn't know, but I have a doctor boyfriend. He's so direct too. It seems like he wants to marry me soon. So I really need to get Liam off my hands. Okay, so then just end things with him. I don't need a man like him either. What? Here I am, being generous enough to give him back to you, and you won't accept? Oh no. Poor Liam. Huh? Come on. Think about what he'd feel. He left you and well not a chance to get married with me. But then I find a way better man to move on to. His pride will be in shambles. That's where you come in and lift him up. Don't be ridiculous. Why do I have to pick up after your trash? Besides, I am already married. I am happily married to the love of my life, which means I have no reason to be even near that man anymore. What? You? Married? With what ring? I know you want to act all tough, but there is no need to make up such a horrible lie. I'm not lying though. I have my reasons for not wearing my ring. What reason could you possibly have? Just because I'm about to get married doesn't mean you need to try and look better. You're just a loser with no boyfriend. You're just jealous that I managed to snag a dreamy doctor boyfriend. Lying about your love life will only make you miserable. Even if you were telling the truth, he probably can't even compare to my boyfriend. I mean, he's a doctor. How amazing. It helps that we work together as well. He's always so nice to me. No matter who's around, he isn't afraid to confess his undying love to me. Oh really? Love formed at work, huh? Whenever he has to go out, he always buys gifts just for me. And we have to work overtime, he always buys me coffee. What do you think? Aren't I so loved? Wait, is that it? Uh-huh. Well, I mean, all of these encounters to you mentioned are so average. I expected that he buys you brand name bags, or maybe he takes you out to such extravagant places. That's what I expected to hear you from your bragging. Just because you're jealous doesn't mean you should try and act all high and mighty. Doctors are way more busy than you can ever imagine. So even though he can't take me on dates, he shows me love at work. Just at work, you say? Plus, I still am with Liam. With that in mind, he is being careful with any presents or dates. Why can't you understand his kindness towards me? Oh wow, your doctor boyfriend is aware of Liam's presence as well? I haven't really mentioned it, but he's so smart. He apparently found out about Liam from somebody. He's mature enough not to ask any questions. Yeah, sounds like it. Exactly. Well, what can you expect from a doctor working at such a huge hospital? A Harvard graduate working at a famous Mayo Clinic. I don't expect anything less. Wait, your boyfriend works at Mayo Clinic? Yep. Amazing, right? An amazing doctor working at a famous hospital. If you look up the name Dr. James, you'll see so much things about him. Dr. James? Oh, haven't you perhaps heard of him? Well, I guess that can't be helped. He's always on TV with his amazing face. It makes sense that he would really be well known outside the hospital. He really is a boyfriend worth bragging about, so I really want to hurry up and marry him. Make sure to take care of that trash, okay? You remaining single losers have fun getting married. I'm moving on to a doctor, so you can have him back. That's funny, because that's my husband. What? That's my line. What is this? What is going on here? I am so confused. The only thing I can do is laugh. What? Dr. James is my boyfriend. There is no way he's your husband. Well, even if you say that, he is still my husband. He takes great care of me. The fancy wedding ring he gave me was as he says. I put my entire thought into this. In fact, it's so expensive I couldn't dare to wear it in a place such as a reunion party. That's why I wasn't wearing my ring today. But I really didn't think that it would lead to being involved with such a messy situation. If anything, my husband is practically shaking in fear next to me. He's claiming to have never dated such a crazy girl like you. Wait. He's next to you? The Dr. James is really sitting next to you. Well, yeah, we're married, duh. He's been right next to me the entire time. He does admit that you guys work together, but claims to have never been with you. All those gifts and coffee were all a misunderstanding. He's terrified at the thought of being misunderstood of dating you. What? Apparently, the gifts he handed over to you were him telling you to share with everyone else at the hospital. He has never bought a gift specifically for you, Lisa. You just always happened to be nearby, so he always had you doing it. You're kidding! Those weren't meant for me? I was convinced that those were specifically for me. I ate them all myself. The coffee was a misunderstanding too. Sure, he only bought you coffee, but that's just because everyone else prefers hot chocolate. What? Yeah, you get coffee, but everybody else got something as well. This has to be a joke. He only gave it to me. I thought I was special. That was all a lie? Even though everybody else isn't fond of me, Dr. James was. He was always so nice to me, so I thought he liked me. Wait, you're alone at work? Rumors of me hoarding started to go around. Plus, the workplace is filled with other women, so I'm not really great at those. That's why I'm always alone and standing out. But even though all that, Dr. James was the only one that was nice to me. That's because he's so disconnected that he isn't even aware of the rumors circling around. Apparently, he didn't even notice that you're the black sheep of that place. What? But to see this clueless man so terrified to the point of shaking, he says he will be reporting you to the higher-ups first thing. Something about not being able to work with somebody who is imagining a romantic relationship with him. No way! To think I could have moved on from Liam. How unfortunate. Here's an idea. How about marrying Liam? Well, it was nice talking to you. Bye.
Alice, guess what? Finally ended things with Lisa. I was the one to break her heart.
So, you ended up ending things with her in the end, huh?
I just couldn't stand the idea of being cheated on. So I decided to just end things with her. Well, I do feel a bit better. There is still an overwhelming feeling of sadness and loneliness there as well. Being cheated on hurts this much. I learned my lesson for real this time.
You really did learn, huh? Well, I'm glad you did, but I have no thoughts about forgiving you.
I get it already. I have no hopes in you forgiving me anyways. But I promise, this will be the last time I contact you ever again. I only contacted you to announce my breakup and talk about the fees of the cancelled wedding.
The fees? I already accepted that, though.
If you don't mind, could I pay a bit more now?
What?
You see, when I broke up with you, I paid you $1,500, right? I claimed that I couldn't afford to pay more than that.
Yeah, I remember that. And even then, you were hesitant to hand me it.
Well, I learned that $1,500 is nowhere near enough for the pain I caused, so I just transferred an additional $15,000 that I'd saved up to your account.
15,000?
I just wanted to show how much I regret my actions towards you. I know that it's been years, and that money was something I was happily saving up, but please, accept it.
If that's what you want, then I'll happily accept it, but to think that you felt this bad about the situation?
From now on, I'm going to live a bit more seriously. Well, anyways, good luck out there. I hope you have a very happy life with your husband.
What do I do, Alice? Liam found out about me cheating. I mean, it wasn't really cheating, considering the whole misunderstanding, but Liam still dumped me. He says he refuses to marry me. Yeah, so I've heard. He messaged me earlier about it. The pain and loneliness of having to break up with a lover, he seemed to finally understand. I can't believe this is happening to me. I had already planned to be married by 30, but my relationship with Dr. James was a misunderstanding, and even Liam dumped me. Why did all the men around me disappear so suddenly? I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, you're good at getting the attention of men, right? I'm sure you'll find someone and get married soon. What's up with your nonchalant attitude? You looking down on me just because you're already married pisses me off so much. Just because you have an amazing doctor as your husband doesn't mean anything. I swear I'll find a man way better than your husband. I have the ability to do that. You couldn't possibly be thinking of going for your patients, right? Huh? You see, as mentioned, my husband immediately reported you to the higher-ups. And that's where talks of your little unethical actions started to come up as well. Using your position at the hospital and getting personal information on your patients, getting their phone numbers, and once they get discharged from the hospital, you message them personally. What? How did people find out about this? A patient who didn't quite like the stunt you pulled and reported it. With that, it was immediately decided that you are fired. I'm sure once you clock in your next shift, you'll be handed a notice. How could this happen? That was my place to work and search for potential partners. But I still have another trick up my sleeve. I exchanged numbers with some of the guys at the reunion party yesterday. I'm glad I got it for a just-in-case situation like this. You're definitely blocked by all of them. What? Everybody knows that you took Liam from me. Really? People at your job know as well. The news spread rather quickly within our town, and I didn't have to say anything. You didn't notice how tense things were when you arrived at the party? No, I did not notice at all. Just like how you say you want to be married by 30, everybody else has the same plan as well, which means that people are going to be more wary of potential partners. I get it if we were still students, but that isn't something to be doing at that age. I don't want to be involved with something like that, is what they were saying before blocking you. How horrible! I have to say, everyone really matured, don't you think? To avoid being anything but troublesome, they quickly and efficiently solve the problem. The only one who isn't matured is you. You should really hurry and grow up, Lisa. Good luck finding somebody who will marry you. After all that, Lisa had lost her friends and her job, even being turned away by her parents after telling her that a daughter who doesn't know any humility isn't mine. She apparently has been going to many speed dating venues as of late, but every time there's always somebody she knows that is always telling the others about what she has done in the past. Any venue she goes to always ends up badly for her. As for Liam, he moved to a town where nobody knows him and has been working hard starting at square one. I have no plans to ever forgive him, but it's nice that he has learned his lesson. I hope he continues to try his best.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.